A ton of money for the Forest of Flame. We're picking this up on turn 8. Turn 8? We're picking this up on turn 3. This is Forest of Flames versus the Real American Heroes. JD Whitey versus Dead Fred. Wood Elves versus Dark Elves. What did he do with all that money? SB Beaver says Fed stand firm is such a deadly combo. Yeah, it's hard to get through that those control skills. So naturally, the Wood Elves pick up Morgan Thorg, MA6, Strength 6, Mighty Blow +2, has an Edge of 3+, has block as well, and throw teammate for good measure. That won't be a part of this game. Nurgle's Rot cheering for the defense. JD Whitey says Morgan appears to be a new member of the Force of Flames. Indeed. Indeed. Wearing the Flames yellow. Real American Heroes. On the blitz. I think we have this backwards, don't we? No, we have this right. Here we go. Oh, Gamer Mike, thank you very much for the bits. Good 3+ dodge and 2+ rush with Scarlet the Witch Elf. Scarlet, one of 2 Witch Elves on this roster. Very, very important piece to the Dark Elf roster. BB does this. Come on, 0-0, draw and 10 permanent casualty each. Turn 3 now for the Forest of Flame. Duke, the runner for the Real American Heroes, has the ball on the opposing 2-yard line. So Dark Elves, you might hear Dark Elves called sort of the running elves, so to speak. They have good armor value. You can see AV9 as opposed to the Wood Elves AV8. Some pretty solid pieces in the terms of the Witch Elves with Frenzy. 3-die block by Morg. Gets a pal. 7+ breaks armor, but doesn't get it. They've got the runner, which is great as well. Duke here. He's picked up leader. And block, but comes with dump off, which I think is a bit of a slept-on skill. If that player is blocked, he can interrupt the block to make a quick pass and dump the ball off to someone else. Wood Elves, on the other hand, right? So all elves are AG2+, which is great. Wood Elves are very fragile, but they've got these War Dancers. These War Dancers. This is a rookie War Dancer. Level 1, block, dodge, and leap. They are nasty, nasty pieces. In the old version of the rules, even in this version of the rules, you'll see them leap into cages, try to snake the ball out of the hands of the ball carrier. You would often see a strip ball as one of the first skills picked up on a War Dancer. BB says Mork's just not good enough. Mighty Blow +4 and claws in next edition, please. And then maybe he'll be worth the money. Maybe then. First guys in this game, turn 4 for the Real American Heroes. Ellie Bruno says, I like the Stormlight Archive naming scheme of Force of Flames. I have no idea what that is. Good 2+ dodge by Gung Ho to take the mark and get the blitz on Bissig. Rookie lineman. JD Whitey says, do you like fantasy novels? If so, read the Stormlight Archive. I see. No, not really. I mean, I don't. No, not really. I don't not like it, but it's just not. It's not something I actually sort of actively read. Iron Cynic, welcome to the stream. 2+ dodge, 1 rush by Scarlet to move down pitch. Big movements here by the Real American Heroes. Trying to set up some protection way down pitch. Gets the ball to the 16-yard line. Real American Heroes on the bonus clock. They're down to 5 minutes, 6 seconds. 4 rerolls for the game. Carthorn1313, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Lots of elf dodges. Roadblock's going to dodge out to the left as well. 4-point cage down pitch. At the 16. Food Polish says it is enjoyable to see Elf BS being used versus Elves. I like Elf matchups. They're a lot of fun, I think. They're very dynamic. Lots of repositioning. Lots of movement. High MA pieces. Force of Flames, the Wood Elf team, also has access to a Treeman as their big guy. I like Treeman a lot. But the Force of Flames started this game with an injured Treeman, so he'll be out. Final turn of the first quarter coming up. Force of Flames on defense. Dark Elf team pushed very aggressively here in this first quarter. They're deep into Wood Elf territory. Hilde, the Wood Elf Journeyman, is going to mark the right side of the cage. Tef, the number 2 War Dancer, gets in front of the cage. Morg blitz on the back right corner of the cage with 3 dice. That'll... Boy. Sidestep push. I was about to say that'll work. That will not when you're up against the Blodger. Dark Elves can field 4 blitzers. Another Journeyman. 3 Journeymen on the roster. Gondras, Hilde, and Methraton, which I am going to say Metatron at some point. So the Wood Elves now collapsing on this offense, trying to encircle them and keep them right where they are. Oh man, I bought ice cream at the grocery store today. Hooray! 30 seconds left on the clock for the Force of Flames. They have 2 rerolls left for the half. Started with 3, I believe. can't remember what Wood Elves cost for a TV1000 team. They're very expensive. I think with the big guy you can only have 2 rerolls. Started with 1. Wow. War dancers are very, very expensive. Succeeds on the dodge with the dodge skill. Tries to set up in front of the offense. Two-die block on Bissig. Gets a POW here. Remember, it's an 8+ across the board against these Wood Elves to break their armor. Are the real American heroes going to try to score here? It's a 2+ dodge to score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see the path right here. I really like the tree. I really like the tree. I genuinely think the tree is one of the best big guys in the game. Maybe even... No, you know what? Is the best big guy in the game. No score. He's going to set up for the assist on a block. Okay, maybe not the best big guy. Rush for a second mark on Madam. Carthor 1313 says, I don't know, Roger is the best. You know what? Roger is the best. I assume you mean Rat Ogre. but Roger is the best big guy. Yeah, Rat Ogre is very, very, very good. Mummies are great as well. Bupo says leveraging dump off. We'll see. It is in the hands of Duke. He has this ball just outside the end zone. Here's the Witch Elf Blitz. 2-die. Blitz will get a push. Frenzy follow up here. Another 2-die. It's a POW. Bad Dog says the tree is on the list of the best big guys in the game, right below every other one. Second quarter now for the Forest of Flames. Their turn at turn number 5. Wow. I'm never going to say that sentence again. 3-die block by Morgenthor against Zartan. This time gets the POW. 7+ to break this Blitzer's armor. Dead Fred's hoping it doesn't happen, but it does. Just a stun, though. Armor break by Dabby. It's a second stun by the Force of Flames. I don't mind rooted. So I think the tree at strength 6, AV 11 billion. They're probably going to stay at center pitch anyway. And you now just have a permanent tackle zone. Plus, I'm pretty sure I had a tree intercept a ball in BB2. Journeyman foul. Got an injury. Well done. Oh, that's a big one, too. Got the extra assist on that foul. Every assist on a foul reduces the effective AV by 1. Turn 6 for the Real American Heroes. They've been left alone. Are they going to try to score? These teams are so fast that you cannot give your opponent 2 or 3 turns to try to score. You really have to be cognizant of what you're giving up in terms of scoring potential against a really fast team, against Elves, against Skaven. Unlike, say, a Dwarven team, maybe you can give the ball up with just 2 turns to go. I would like to see Norse team. I mean, I'd like to see every team in Blood Bowl 3. But I'd like to see Norse make it BB3 sometime soon. Rushed by Chuckles. Destro on the 2-die blitz on the War Dancer. Needs a POW. Gets a dodge push out of this. War Dancers begin their career as bloggers. Only a POW knocks them down. Looks like the Real American Heroes are going to try to stall this out for another turn. Protecting Scarlet for the dump off. Turn 6 for the Forest of Flames now. Did I block on Chuckles, the rookie lineman? Gets a knockdown here. The number 1 War Dancer looking for some SPP, looking to remove some players, looking to apply some pressure. Yeah, I think what else? I think my preferred lineup for what else are 2 War Dancers and a bunch of linemen. It's actually a pretty good point about the tree. $50 seconds left in turn 6 for the Forest of Flames. JD Whitey considering options to apply some pressure to this offense that's just parked casually right outside the end zone. I'm still very surprised that gnomes were not released in BB3 when they were released in tabletop. That just really surprises me. Three-die blitz by Morg here. Gets the knockdown on Tomax. Oh no, it's going to be a wrestle down. Elected not to take the wrestle down here. And now a foul with a whole bunch of assists. Gets a stun, does not get called off. Had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assists on that foul. That's an AV 4+. Even not asked, why not wrestle? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. Real American Heroes on turn 7. They hand off to Scarlet to suggest they might be scoring here. Or they could think, no, they think they can stall this out till turn 8. Keep Scarlet safe on the sideline. Two-dive block on the Journeyman, number 3. Gets a knockdown here by Shipwreck. Okay. The roller is broken. The roller's not good. What do you mean the roller's not good? I think the roller, as a fouler, with bribes and arguing the call, is obnoxious. Turn 7 for the Real American Heroes. They're going to try to stall this out till turn 8. The entire team bunched up in this scrum right outside the end zone. I want a goblin roller to not so much roll, but I want it to be on like moon boots and just sort of spring down the pitch. Morg KO on Gung Ho, thanks to Mighty Blow +2. Just a gaggle of words. What would you call this many elves? A gaggle, A flounce. You know what? that's perfect. A flounce of elves. Another foul here. Gets a stun. Does not get called off on the foul. Again, 5 assists trying to remove Cobra Commander, the Blodger. A flock of elves. $52 seconds left on the clock here in turn 7 for the Forest of Flames. A mangled pile of elves. It's declared by Teft. Tries to jump over. It's a 5+ on the jump. Trying to jump over Tomax. Fails the jump. Gets stunned. That'll be a turnover. Real American Heroes get to walk this ball in. They have 4 rerolls. They might try to take some blocks first. There's the score, 1-0. Scarlet on the score. The Real American Heroes will take the lead in this ball game. Thumbs down. 1 turn left of the game unless there's a time, or in the half rather, unless there's a timeout. 1 KO coming back to the Real American Heroes. The Joes taking to the pitch for defense this time. Joes are going to be down 2 players, it seems. 2 versus 2-man player advantage for the Forest of Flame. Old Gamer Mike asks, Woods down 2? No, Real American Heroes will be down 2. PP Nut says, Borg is the death roller of star players. Oh, that's... I concur. Respect wide on the line for the Real American Heroes. Forest of Flame with 1 reroll left. They're going to set up, try to get some SPP. If there's a timeout, they might even try to score and get on the board. Kaladin, the #1 board dancer, and Dabbit, the rookie lineman, currently back to receive. No kicker for the Real American Heroes as far as I can tell. Yes, indeed. More currently the right tackle on the line. Kaladin gets swapped out as the center now. Looks like JD Whiting might have some sort of 1-turn setup. Catcher with an MA of 8. Needs to get pushed 3 times in order to make that happen. Dabbit back to receive. We'll see if we get the timeout. Changing whether the ball will scatter out of bounds. This is advantageous for the Forest of Flame. We're going to put the ball in the hands of the catcher, so we'll see what he can do here. The catcher does not have sprint. So with 2 rushes, that's 10 spaces. There's 13 spaces from the line of scrimmage to the end zone. That means 3 pushes forward will be required on Lopen to make this work. Third eye blitz on Dabbit will be a push. That's 1 space. That's another push. That's 2 spaces. One more push is all he needs. Gonna pull in for the assist here to take the block with Shipwreck. There's the push. Take it with Chuckles. That's it. Now a dodge. 2 dodges, 2 rushes. Force of Flames with a reroll for the rushes. Here we go. Ah! Wow! 1-turn touchdown by the Forest of Flames. Well done. Well done. Set up the 1-turn correctly, got the 3 pushes. There it is. Dodging like nobody's business. SP Beaver demanding death. Well done. The real American heroes did everything they could in that first half, scored in turn 10, took the lead 1-0, and the Forest of Flames said, let me show you something real quick. Tied the game before the end of the half, 1-1's the score. Old Gamer Mike says, do we have a chance to have elves in the playoffs? Real American heroes are already in the Blood Bowl. Real American heroes on defense, set up in this this M-like formation. 3 on the line, naturally. 5 on the line for the Force of Flame. Here's the kick. Deep kick. We've got a prayer to Nuffle. Who picked up Stab? It's going to be Sigzel, the rookie lineman. He's in the center position. And immediately Stabs chuckles. 3-9 block with Morgan Thorg, the right guard. He said, thank you, Nuffle. Don't mind if I do. Ball kick to the 24-yard line. Final block on the line. It'll be a knockdown. Two-die blitz in the left wide zone against roadblock by Teft. Gets a knockdown to Armorwood. And then repositions Teft. MA8. That's a lot of movement. Lopin will be back to pick this ball up. 2+ pickup works out. Moves the ball out to the 18-yard line. Almost, but you know what? I'm going to count that. There you go. Shipwreck to take a mark on Bissig on the blitz. Cobra Commander gets a push out of this. 4 rerolls for the Real American Heroes, just the 1 for the Forest of Flames. It has been some dice this week. As the dodge spends uses the leader skill, works out on the dodge here. .27 seconds left in turn 9 for the Real American Heroes. Thought they were going to go into this half 1 point up, but now it's a draw game and they have to change their strategy a little bit. Not only do they have to stop the score, they're going to have to recover it if they want to win. Number 2, Witch Elf the Baroness is going to shift over a few spaces over in the left wide zone, and now turn 10 back to the Forest of Flames. Morg, 3-die blitz. Morg strength 6. 3-die blitz gets a pal. Mighty blow +2 will break armor. Gets a stun. Number 11 catcher moves up to the 8-yard line. Moving in for an assist and a possible foul on Gung Ho. Currently 4 assists, which make that Navy 5+. We're here to try the foul. +4 now on a foul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the foul. 4+ will break armor. Got an armor break and did not get called off the pitch. Gets a stun out of it. Good 2+ dodge to reposition Gondrus the Journeyman from that left wide zone to just inside the center pitch. Layton's going to move forward to Mark Chuckles, who's currently prone. He's the center defensive tackle, the nose tackle. Turn 10 now for the Real American Heroes. Yeah, that's a problem you get with any new faction or character, right? Like in fighting games or something, a new character comes out, and then for the next 3 weeks, everyone's the same character. Blitz knockdown by the Baroness, the number 2 Witch Elf. Old Giver Mike says, "What's with the fouls today? Every time I've done it, at best I get called off 50%. But if you're getting called off 50%, that's some cheaters dice." Dark Elves applying some pressure to the offense. Do you need to keep a couple of players back in the secondary just because nobody can catch the catcher or the war dancers? You do have MA7 on a number of players. But still, a faster player, if you line them up, right, the faster player can always get away. So you need to give yourself some padding so that the faster player can't just run their full distance behind you and then never be caught. Three-die blitz with Morg gets a pal. 7+ to break armor. There it is. There's the injury. Morgan Thorg is a beast. A star if there ever was one. 3-die block gets the removal on the injury. Ball's going to advance to the Forest of Flame Zone 6-yard line. Set up a cage to protect the catcher. The catcher only has a strength of 2, as catchers do. Sorry, BB Nut. It's Nightbot, BB Nightbot. Let me fix that. There you go. Wait, Nova Open as in like my way, like Northern Virginia? Cosmic Cowboy, thank you so much for the follow. Oh man, I used to play X-Wing with the Nova guys. They were super cool. Well, I used to play X-Wing, I guess, with the X-Wing Nova guys. Welcome to the stream, Cosmic Cowboy. Yeah, Paul Heaver. If you play X-Wing, you'll know the name. But Paul Heaver is the guy that actually got me into Destiny, Star Wars Destiny. Knockdown on the stab lineman. Old Gamer Mike says, I have to ask, does this sound for elves? No. But maybe. Yeah, Nova's Northern Virginia. Turn 12 now for the Forest of Flames. Repositioned a few people with this Joe defense. Trying to keep their formation intact. Another Morg Blitz. 7+ breaks armor. There it is. Morg going to town. Gets a stun out of it. Force of Flames trying to set up a cage on the opposing 2-yard line. On the opposing 6-yard line. On the opposing 8-yard line. So now the Forest of Flames making moves. Carving out this wide zone for themselves. Right, here's right here are the tackle zones. So we've carved out a little section of pitch here. And now they're performing the way the Real American Heroes performed in the first half. If Force of Flame can stall this out long enough, we'll win this game 2-1. Cosmic Cowboy says, I just won my first match against AI Skaven. I panicked at the end. The Ratmen were messing around with the ball. Yeah, Skaven can be annoying. They're, gutter runners are very, very fast, and they're high agility. Yeah, I think every team in Blood Bowl does something fun. Maybe they don't all do something good. I think Skaven teams are good, but they're all fun. Two-Die Blitz gets a POW against Kaladin, the War Dancer. Needed the POW to get the knockdown. Kethler says, no, dwarves are not fun. Oh, I'm glad you're playing too. I'm glad you're playing too, Cosmic Cowboy. Yeah, stick with it. It's a really fun game. Turn 13, fourth quarter begins now. The Forest of Flames with the ball on the opposing 8-yard line in the left wide zone. Still holding on to their one reroll. The Real American Heroes down to 2. The dwarves are not very good at dying. They are not. Morg on the blitz yet again, going in on the 3-die blitz. Gets a push this time against Destro. JD Whitey making good use of Morgenthau. This is something you need to learn in the game of Blood Bowl. Really in many, if not most, games in general, but understanding your economy. So in Blood Bowl, that comes down to your team value, generally speaking. And that's because everything increases your team value. And if you have a higher team value than your opponent, then you are giving your opponent extra money in petty cash, and vice versa is true. So if you have a team value of 1,500 and I have a team value of 1,000, you're giving me 500,000 gold for free. And I can use that to my advantage for some reason. So that implies value, right? So if I take that money and then put it into something, say Morgenthau, well, I want to use Morgenthau. I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth out of that piece. The same holds true for all of your players. If you have a player that has a bunch of skills on it and you're not using those skills, you probably want to fire that player. You don't want to keep these skills hanging around that you're making no use of, that's giving your opponents money. It holds true for your inducements as well, holds true for your players, holds true for your staff. If you're not using the things, get rid of them so that you're not giving your opponent more money to use against you. A kind sir said, missed most of the game. Did JD one turn or force another score? He one turned. I don't know if that's... JD what he says, like a boss. Like a boss! Real American Heroes on turn 13. Definitely trying to stop the score, but when are they going to pivot to try to win is the question. Or are they going to? Are they going to be okay with a draw? Two-die blitz on the dodge. Gets a pal against Methraton. What a name. Follows up and takes a mark on the ball carrier. The catcher, Lopin, currently marked by Cobra Commander. He leads an evil terrorist organization determined to rule the world. I knew a Methraton in high school. Did you go to high school in, like, Iowa? Sorry, Iowa. I didn't mean it. 2+ dodge is successful by Tomax. And another good 2+ dodge to repossession Destro back in front of Netten, the rookie lineman. Real American Heroes back on the bonus clock. They only have 2 minutes 35 seconds on the bonus clock. You get 7 minutes 30 seconds for the duration of the game. That is for both the first half and the second half. And if a game cannot end in a draw and there's overtime, it counts for overtime as well. You never get that time back for a game. So you have to be certainly feel free to spend it, but be cautious of overspending it. Real American Heroes resetting this defense to just stay in front of the offense, applying a little bit of pressure here, trying to stop the score. Turn 14 now for the Force of Flames, but still the Real American Heroes have no scoring threat. Mark taking on Shipwreck, the Russell lineman. More blitz, 3-die blitz. In the game of Blood Bowl, when you take a block, the amount of dice you roll is determined by your strength as opposed to the opponent's strength. Morgenthorg with a strength of 6, Shipwreck with a strength of 3. If your strength matches your opponent's, there's one die that's rolled. If one player... Oh, failed dodge by the catcher. Big loss of the ball here. Ball's going to bounce one space to the left on the 6-yard line. Failed the dodge. That was a 2+ dodge. Had the free reroll. Failed it again. Rolled snake eyes. If your strength is higher than your opponent's strength, you roll 2 dice. And if your strength is more than double your opponent's strength, you roll 3 dice. So Morg has a strength of 6 versus 3. That would be 2 dice. But every assist you get, so every unmarked player that's also tagging the player you're trying to block will lend an assist, and any player with the guard skill of yours will lend an assist as well. That basically adds a +1 to your strength. So Morg with the strength and the assist is a strength of 6 + 1 is 7 versus 3. 73 is more than double, so that's 3 dice. It works the opposite way as well. If you're blocking and your opponent has a higher strength than you, 2 dice get rolled, but your opponent gets to choose what die gets chosen. That's called an uphill block. And if your opponent is more than twice as strong as you, they will get a 3 die uphill. 2 die block on Teft. This is a knockdown thanks to tackle on Scarlet. Pushes onto the ball and pushes this ball out one space to the left. JD White says, I hate this game. Real American Heroes now with 2 rushes. They take a mark with Gung Ho. Gung Ho not only marking Sigzil, the number 4 lineman, but also a potential scoring threat. Good 2+ dodge. Failed the 3+ dodge with the Baroness. You can re-roll a die pool exactly 1 time. So with the Baroness here with the dodge skill, that skill grants a free reroll. And because he failed the free reroll, he's not allowed to spend a team reroll to reroll the dice because he's already re-rolled the dice. 2 die blitz now for the Forest of Flames. They're going to push Destro out of the way, freeing up that ball. Tries to stab with Sigzil. Nuffle blessing us with a knife. Late in the rookie lineman moves over to the left side toward this ball. Boy, succeeded on the dodge, failed the pickup. You had to use the final reroll here to get the ball in the hands of Bissig. And now advances the ball all the way down to the 18-yard line. "13 seconds left on the clock. Force the Flames with plenty of time on the bonus clock. Trying to keep this ball carrier safe, setting up a cage. There it is. Force the Flames, after losing the ball on the Snake Eyes dodge, have recovered pretty well here. R.I.P. No, Duke. Duke's going to get out of this with a head injury. Oh, boy. A flashback to the G.I. Joe movie where Duke took a snake to the heart. Old Gamer Mike, thank you for the bits. Oh, Duke. Duke! Turn 15 for the Real American Heroes. Penultimate turn for the Joes. Can they avenge Duke and try to win this game? They're going to have to end in scoring position if they want to try to win, pull this one out. But I think really they're going to have to play defense here and just try to not lose. Yeah, Duke was actually supposed to die in the G.I. Joe movie. But after the debacle, that was the Transformers '86 movie, where Optimus Prime died and made all of us children cry. They decided to not have Duke die. 1 minute left to go in turn 15. The Real American Heroes currently tied in this ballgame. They have 2 rerolls left. Force of Flame have none. They've got to try to stop this score, and the only way to do that is going to be to screen out the pitch or force some dodges at least. It's still on the table, marking the entire left side of the cage, marking the front right corner as well. Here comes the 5+ blitz is not going to work out. Forest of Flame's going to walk this ball in on turn 16. We'll see if the Real American Heroes have anything up their sleeve the way the Forest of Flame did on their turn. Taking the 3-die blitz first. Risky blitz. But he'll get the knockdown to the block skill. Not that risky. It's 3 dice with the block skill. But still skill. Oh, Russell. I was like, what just happened? 2-1. The Forest of Flame's going to take the lead in this ball game. Well done by the Wood Elves. 1 turn left, unless there's a timeout. Can the Real American Heroes pull off what the Forest of Flame did at the end of the first half? I just don't think they can. I don't think they can. I think their fastest piece is 7 on the Witch Elf. So they need 4 pushes on the Witch Elf in order to make it happen. Or on a blitzer. All these discussions about in chat about tournament organization reminds me of Star Wars Armada. Star Wars Armada was a game I loved, but really wasn't a great tournament game. It was a very long game to play, and gamers had an expectation, for whatever reason, very similar to what's being discussed now, of playing games. So the whole problems with tournament play could have been solved by making it a double elimination tournament. But instead, they set it up as a Swiss tournament, but because the games are so long, you could only get like 3 games in a day. And 3 games is not enough to determine like a top 4 cut on win record alone. So there's this convoluted point system where there's 11 points and you can gain 10 of them, so you can win 10-1. And Armada is very interesting because of the mission cards. I can't remember what they're called, but you choose a mission. But in order to win with only 3 games, if you wanted to make the cut, you needed to get 30 points. And the only way to get 30 points was to table your opponent. So everybody ended up building the exact same lists. And it was very, very boring. Changing weather. The Real American Heroes are not gonna win this one. Turn 16 for the Real American Heroes. They gave it a solid effort, but they are not going to win. They, boy, man, that one turn was just amazing. Forest of Flames are going to come out 2-1. Nothing to do. It takes some blocks, earn some SPP, pass that ball. Is he gonna try? Is he gonna try to block blitz Borg? So a 1-die, he can make it a 2-die blitz with us. Yeah, with Scarlet here. So 4 assists is 7v6, 2-die blitz on Morg. Got the pal. Oh, it'd be awesome if he get an armor break. No armor break. 11 plus to break Morg's armor. That's a 1 in 13. Ten seconds left on the clock for the Real American Heroes. They're going to pass for some SPP. Get a point of SPP on Roadblock. But failed the pass, and that is going to be the game. 2-1, the final. Forest of Flames pull out a win with a fantastic one-turn touchdown. And with that, the Forest of Flames are going to advance into first place. JD Whitey's Forest of Flames are in the lead in Division B. Congratulations to the team, and congratulations to JD Whitey as well. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave for the evening. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Coming up next, we have a doubleheader tomorrow night, starting with Tizork Savage Boys versus Street Fighters Turbo Max, Tizzle Bizzle versus Ian. That will be Orcs versus Chaos Renegades. That is tomorrow, Tuesday, August 20th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. And then immediately after that game, we've got the league champion, Doug the Minotaur versus Old Gamer Mike. The White Skull Windbreakers versus Goodest Boys, Orcs versus Necro. It's a day of Orcs tomorrow. That will start at 9:30 p.m. Immediately after the first game. Then we have 2 more games scheduled for this Thursday, August 22nd, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. We have Subductus Super Kilocarpters versus Harlequins BBFC, Berserker Tempest versus BB Nut. That will be Underworld versus Undead. And then at 9 o'clock EDT, we will have Teen Wolf and Friends versus Juxtaposed Juggernauts, El Nubarino versus War Horsemen. That is Necro versus Chaos Renegades. One more game is left to be scheduled this week. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is so much fun, man. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday evening.